champagne room. That was for me. Like people were like, why would you do a champagne room? I like champagne. I wanted a room where I could just sit and drink it and like it. So I did it. So, but it was about me. It had nothing to do with anybody else. But just the whole mindset, because as African American women, we're told we're strong and you can handle so much, and you have no idea of all the stuff that you're doing every day that is stressing your life. We're like robots sometimes, and we're just going and going like the ever ready battery. And so you just have to find ways, or I'm finding ways to even people in my life, like who are negative. Oh, goodbye. Let some people go. And just find just positive things. Like on my phone, like I was, you set the reminders for different things. You know what? Remind myself that I'm amazing. I'm saying? Just little things, or to remind myself to breathe. If you have the Apple Watch will tell you stand, breathe for a minute. Just little things that just breath we take for granted. So I take a minute and just breathe. Just finding ways. Even the lady said the thing about yoga. I think in our community, there's just so many things that you're raised and you don't know about so many things. It's not part of our culture sometimes. Like my family didn't work out together. Like my mom and I never did a workout together. She never told me to work out, so I didn't know I should have worked out, So it's just implementing just positive things, downloading apps with positive things. On my Instagram, I suck at social media, but I like to put out positive messages to people that's empowering. So I hope I answered your question. I'm just trying to, and I'm telling you, my blood pressure is still up. But one question I did have for the doctors, knowing that, I have high blood pressure and I have to take these medications, I'm trying to get off, and knowing that they cause hair loss, what do I do? Because I have to take the medication.
Well, you've got choices. There are many, many, many antihypertensives. Not all of them cause hair loss. So you may want to have that conversation with your doctor to find another medication which will be effective in controlling your blood pressure and not cause the hair loss. Now, as you take medication, you have to understand that, and the reason why I write prescriptions very reluctantly at times is because with almost every medication, it affects your nutrient status. So if you're not supplementing well, and on top of that, you're taking a medication that's depleting certain nutrients that's causing the hair loss, that is a double whammy. So whatever you do, even if you're not on medication, you should be supplementing well. Because, eating healthily, lots of vegetables, fruit, again, have a healthy diet, lots of hydration, what is important. So if you get nutrients that you need every day, and on top of that, if you don't get nutrients you need every day, and on top of that you have something that's depleting nutrients that you don't have, then it causes more problems. So I would suggest certainly having that conversation with your doctor to find another medication that doesn't have those side effects, but at the same time do focus on what you're putting into your bodies in terms of nutrition. Again, just make sure you have maximum amounts of vegetables. I always tell patients, eat more veg. You can't have enough. We recommend at least 5 servings, but you can have 10 servings, 20 servings. More vegetables is always best. And there are lots of reasons why we recommend vegetables too, and a proper diet. Because inflammation, everybody's obviously aware of that. Inflammation causes a lot of problems in our bodies. There's been a lot of conversation as to whether disease causes inflammation or inflammation causes disease. And so it's a little bit of both. But there's certainly certain things that we ingest, certain things that we put into our bodies that can cause inflammation, which can set up, hair problems amongst other types of medical problems. If you eat certain foods that are, if you drink carbonated drinks, but there's even carbonated water, that can cause, inflammatory changes. If you eat certain types of foods, sugars, processed meats, processed carbohydrates, high fructose containing foods, the certain types of saturated fats, vegetable oils, all those things can cause inflammatory changes in our bodies that add insult to injury. So oftentimes, as our dermatologist was saying, there's not just one thing that's going on. It's oftentimes many things that line up to create the havoc that we experience. And so we have to sort of try to address address it from an overall perspective and making sure that you're eating healthily and you're eating well and you're exercising and you're hydrated. And then find another medication that does not have that side effect. Your physician should be able to guide you along in that process.
Thank you. There's a question over here.
Hi, I just wanted to echo what Cherise said and something that really resonated with me. And that was about being selfish. I come from a airline industry family, but anyway, my husband, and I love him for it. Yeah, put your face mask on first, Claire. Okay, and then you can better assist individuals that need your attention.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Hello. So, I recently had a baby, on October 2nd, and, thank you. One of my, concerns is, we talked earlier about edges, and then also, throughout your pregnancy, you're taking all kinds of vitamins, and you're taking care of your baby. But now that he's gone out, how do I take care of myself and, prevent my edges from potentially leaving me? And how long do I need to be sort of on alert after having a baby with dealing with hair loss?
So, the condition I was talking about, telogen effluvium, doesn't occur in everyone, but when it does, it generally, a hair cycle is 3 months. So 2 hair cycles is 6 months. So whenever we're treating the hair or we're recommending something, we wanna do a minimum of 1 hair cycle, and by 2 hair cycles, we know if it's gonna work or not. So, if you have not had a telogen effluvium by, going into the 2nd hair cycle, it's probably not gonna happen. But typically when we see it, women start to thin right in the temporal recession area. And that's a very common sign that we see. A telogen effluvium is not a permanent hair loss situation. In fact, patients come into my office and they get mad because they leave out and I don't give them anything or do anything. But recently there's been some reports that going on melatonin, taking 3 milligrams at night, helps with that specific type of hair loss. It's getting the circadian rhythm back on check. But you can have a telogen effluvium for a lot of different reasons. It could be a medication that you're started on. And you want to kind of always backtrack 3 months. When that happens, it's not something that was last weekend that you did or 2 weeks ago. It was 3 months ago. And so we see that all the time. So it could be an illness, it could be the flu, the cold, a stressful situation in your life, death in the family, or what have you. But it's generally 3 months prior to you really noticing that shedding. So we typically don't do anything for it because it is not a permanent hair loss situation. It's actually, hair grows in a cycle. So there's an anagen, catagen, telogen phase, and so this is a telogen effluvium, but it's falling out because the new anagen hair is coming in. So the longer you wear your hair, the more difference you see. Like, you could pull your hair back and put it in a ponytail and wrap it, twice. Now you gotta wrap it 3 times to get the ponytail, secure. That's what people notice, and I tell them that your density is at the root level. So you're not permanently losing any hair. So you just have to give it time. That type of treatment is really nothing. Melatonin is probably the latest thing that's been published that helps. And I don't know if it really helps that much, but no, seriously. I just tell people, wait, it's gonna come back. And usually by a year from the date when it started, you're back to normal.
A question over here, and I think we have a hair presentation, so we'll have this question, we'll let the presentation get set up, and then we'll go from there.
Yes, in reference to the hairline loss, I wanted to ask a question. There's a product on the market called Hair Max. Is there something you could recommend?
Is that the minoxidil, the Hair Max?
That's the comb and also have the tape.
Oh, the Hair Max, yeah. Okay, so that's like 650 nanometer of red light. And there are studies and FDA approval that this can stimulate hair growth. Now, we also, other specialties will use that same wavelength of light for inflammatory issues. Like in orthopedics, they do it along the spine, and in podiatry, they do it on the feet. So the bottom line is it reduces inflammation. So if it is something that is an inflammatory response, they feel that aging is, of an inflammatory reaction, and that this will calm it down. So really, it's a light treatment that is FDA approved and proven to grow hair. Except for the Hair Max, you gotta hold it. You gotta wait like 5 minutes. That's the longest 5 minutes you'll be holding that brush. I mean, it's exhausting. So most of the people who buy them don't keep up with them. And so they develop other methods, like there's one inside of a baseball cap, and there's one that looks like a bicycle helmet, and then we have them in our office to help. But I really think there are other things, and it's not really convenient for most people to use, or there's really non-compliance with it, I'll put it that way. So there's supplements that I usually recommend. First of all, I'll draw blood to see, are there any amino acids that you're lacking? Are there any supplements that you're lacking? And that's an easy blood test. And we can look at that, and a lot of people think that biotin is the vitamin to take. Biotin is vitamin B7. When I test biotin in most people, it's sky high. In fact, they're overdosing of vitamin B7. That's not what you're lacking, and I find that works best for nails versus hair. What actually supplement that helps the most for hair is vitamin D. Now, one thing that I don't know if you all know, but being pigment in your skin gives you an SPF naturally. Mine is about 13. So if I put on a 30, I'm fully protected. The lighter your skin, the less the SPF. But skin of color is naturally protected by the sun. But the downside of that is we don't produce as much vitamin D as needed. A lot of the levels are below 30. If you ever get yours tested, it should be above 30 to 100. And I remember the first time I got mine tested was 11. I'm like, how am I functioning? But we've learned to function at those lower levels. And vitamin D is the only vitamin that's really a hormone. So you need the sun, a patch about as big as your palm, for 15 minutes to get enough vitamin D. And we all work, we're not outside. I know I go from garage to garage. I'm never hardly outside, and therefore you might have to supplement. And I find that over-the-counter supplements aren't really enough. You can take 5,000, you can take, whatever. What I usually recommend is 50,000, and this is a prescription, a week for patients until we get it up into that level. So vitamin D increases also the blood supply. And growing up, I was always taught fish is brain food. Did anybody hear that? Yeah. And it was because of the vitamin D supplement of fish and shellfish that actually gives you more vitamin D than, say, milk or other vitamin D supplemented foods. So fish is where you're going to get it the most. And then there are supplements that you can take for hair that are primarily vitamin D. So biotin, everybody has enough biotin. I bet if I check everybody. So the next time you go to your doctor, have your vitamin B7 checked.
Great, thank you, thank you. I will give a moment, we're gonna have Blake and Precious.
Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm Blake. This going to introduce our looks for today's event. Hope you guys like. And I also want to introduce Coach Stevens' staff to come up and say hello.
Would you like to share a little bit about the looks that we have up here today?
Yes. So this is just a basic, just loose curl look. And to keep that, you can pin curl it, or you can like put it up into like a loose bun to keep the curl. She has the body in it. To keep the body, you want to do bigger pin curls than smaller pin curls. Smaller pin curls are going to make it too tight. So to keep the loose body in it, you want to do like 5 big sections. And then,
so for Havana, we a really cute elegant style of fishtail. So this look can be used for like every day. I know someone we've done the fishtail look. This started in COVID So this look can also be worn like a museum or a date night. And I put a little bit of the beachy waves just to kind of make it a little bit more softer and it's not just so structured and so simple. I really like especially with the color, because she has a lot of balayage pieces in the front, just to make it a little bit more fun and a little different. Because I feel like a fishtail is a fishtail. Like anybody can do a fishtail, but I'm sorry, not a fishtail, a halo braid. I'm sorry. So anybody can do that, but we just wanted to make it a little bit more fun, softer, and when she goes out and.
She says anyone can do that, but I see people like, figure yourself.
It just keeps it fun, keeps it different, individualistic. And for Kashala here, we did like a really nice updo. Me and Blake worked together on this project. This came from our Fashion Week collection as well. This past show was in March. And Coteau. So this is really, really cute for like everyday styles. I know a lot of people, they struggle with keeping their hair curled or keeping their blowouts, making them last. But this is really cute to, just hold it for as long as you may need to. You can also do like really light workouts with this. Today it was really just to focus on helping you all handle your hair. So I think this is really good for when you need to do that. A lot of times we just focus on one thing, blowouts. Everybody gets blowouts. But we're here to just show you different diverse styles. You can do blowout, you can braid up, or you can do something really cute and elegant like this. So that was our inspiration for this.
Thank you. And again, for our staff here at Cozy, thank you all for helping make us beautiful. Come on up.
Good evening, how do you do? And we offer as well the Nioxin Nioscope process, which we are able to look deeply into the scalp and into your hair to see if any sebum is growing out and or whether you have any scalp damage or a clogged hair shaft. And the way it works is, you my model, thank you. This for me. And the way it works is, we cut the Nioscope on, and you can look deeply into the hair, into the roots of the hair. And it allows us to give you a greater analysis of your scalp and your hair, so we'll know how better to treat it. And I'm gonna part her hair gingerly. It's a lot of hair. And we can take a photograph of that and show you how it looks deep into the scalp. And we can see if your hair follicle is clogged or whether or not you have sebum going out, and I'm gonna pass it around and let you look.
See all that gray down there?
And you can see the scalp. And her scalp is pretty clear, actually. And there is a little gray.
I make Code Stevens every other week.
And we can give you a better analysis of your hair. As you can hear, I don't need a microphone. I gotta fix my mouth. And we can see if your hair, your follicles are clogged. And we offer a scalp cleaning process, which is a microdermal abrasion for your scalp. The same way when you go to the dermatologist, and they use a microdermal abrasion to dead skin off of your scalp. Because your hair is only, your scalp is only skin anyway. So when we offer that, you get that 4 times a year as the seasons change.
So upstairs, that's what Code Stevens' team will be offering in their pod, is this test for everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we have a couple more giveaways we're gonna give out. I will then to end our round table discussion with having each of the panelists to kind of share some suggested next steps. Because I think we've got a lot of information, there was a lot of different questions, and they will give just kind of a roundabout of the next steps. And then we'll be able to go upstairs into the different pods where everyone will be, and you can have your individual questions, very specific based on the expertise that you would like to have, including having your scalp analyzed. So we're gonna pull out our red tickets. We have 4 Code Stevens little packets we're gonna give out first. Everyone has their red tickets out? All right, here we are. Take 4 real quick. I need one more, so don't go too far. Last 4, 9254. 9254. Last 4, 9254. Last 4, 9208.
Oh, that's me.
All right. Last 4, 9231. 9231. Last 4, 9193.
Right here.
All right. You're welcome. Last 4, 9227. 9227. Last 4, 9188.
Me.
All right. Last 4, 9253. 9253. Last 4, 9236. 9236. Last four, 9257. 9257. 9230. They must have a lot of tickets. 9230. 9192. There we go. And then our last prize is hands-on culinary passport. Your passport to great food. It's exciting to be a part of Love and Me from Roots to Ends. And this person will receive 3-course dinner served in your home for up to 6 or more, for up to 6 people for more intimate affair, maybe 2 or 4. So this is a dinner in your home with my hands-on culinary passport. Must be here to eat. The winner is 9184. Last four, 9184. We got a winner? Come on, come on. 9184. Congratulations. So we're going to have a couple of closing comments from our panel first. What are your next steps? We've had a lot of conversation, so if you can share. And we'll end with Diane before we go into our individual comments. Let's start here, Dr. Perkins.
Beyond what I do, it's not a styling issue. That's when you should see the dermatologist, and that's when you should see a board-certified dermatologist who specializes in hair. And I think there's a difference between black hair and white hair, or straight hair, curly hair. I was talking about fungus, and we failed to talk about head lice. Well, black kids don't get head lice, they get fungus, and the white kids get hair lice. So there are differences in that we see. So I think whenever in doubt, seek out a dermatologist who specializes in hair, particularly black hair.
Well, my next steps are simple, just simply loving yourself. I'm gonna love myself, surround myself with positive people, and just be selfish. Totally Skylar. That's my daughter over there.
Thank you.
So how do you get yourself on track for optimizing hair health and your overall health and wellness? Number one, we spoke a lot about it today, managing stress. There are many ways you can do that. It was discussed in our panel and amongst yourselves. If you have to get a life coach, you get to see a therapist. If you have to make sure you're sleeping well, you're taking proper nutrients. So managing stress is very, very important. The second is managing inflammation. Proper diet. Eat more veg. Because there are lots of other types of foods, high sugar, high fat, the vegetable oils, these sorts of things that create inflammation in the body. So managing inflammation is important. The third is managing the pH balance. There are certain foods that cause acidity. Meat, carbonated drinks, those sorts of things. What causes alkalinity or helps to maintain the balance is vegetables. Eat more veg. I think every line item we say eat more veg. The other is adding more berries and so on have antioxidant rich. You may want to take an antioxidant supplement because we know again that a lot of disease begins with oxidative stress. Antioxidants are protective of your cells. And we now have a new technology that actually helps your body to produce its own antioxidants. We can chat more on the one-on-one about that. But make sure that you do get, if you don't already have, a good primary care doctor. Because you need to have your screenings done annually. And if you have any concerns, whether it's peer concerns or other concerns mentally, psychologically, or physically, you need to check with your primary care doctors. Get your screenings done. Get your blood pressure checked. Get your diabetes checked. HbA1c. Get your cholesterol checked. And if you have concerns about hair loss, get your thyroid checked. But make sure you do have a good primary care doctor who can do those things and who will listen to what your concerns are and give you answers. So I thank you very much for the opportunity.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you. So my next steps for you guys in terms of like weight management, exercise, and things like that is number one, seek an expert. Because form is very important in terms of your exercise and how you're performing the movements. So we said, I mean, anybody can make a YouTube page. So you definitely want to seek that type of expertise, a trainer, even if it's just for one session. You want to make sure you're doing it right, so you lessen your injury. Injuries take you out, so you don't want any excuses that are in the way of you actually achieving optimum health. So that's one area, but also do it with a friend. Like, don't do these things by yourself. Like, we as women, we like to be related, connected to each other. So get an accountability partner, a friend, just want to do it with you. You guys hold each other accountable and call each other out when, you know, one is slacking and the other. But just get out and move. Like, everything that you know.
The way would be to come to Cold Stevens. No, I would say definitely figure out what works for you. What is the optimal way for you to have healthy hair? What do you like? How do you like to wear your hair? Figure it out. Then seek a stylist and have them put you on a regimen. Something that works for you, whether it's extensions, whether it's doing your own hair, whether it's putting your hair up, whether it's cutting it off, whatever it is, seek a stylist that can help you to maintain a regimen, a regular regimen.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank God for Yvonne. She did an amazing job. I saw her one time in action. I said, woo, and she said yes. Talk about a dream team. They look good too, don't they? I'm thankful to God for relationships. So thank you. Thank you. I'm also thankful to God for my relationship with you. I felt like I didn't know if anybody was going to come today. So I'm thankful that you came. I'm also thankful to the sponsors to support events like this. There are so many more events like this. I'm finally like in a comfortable place in my life where I'm using my voice. This is what I'm demanding from my community. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate my salon team. They're the hardest working men and women I have ever seen in my life. Praise the furniture. But the blessings continue. We'll go to different pods. We have a few more minutes, not much, but a few more minutes because it is getting dark out. Please eat up the rest of the healthy food. And it's even a healthy vodka drink. It's like a healthy vodka. Oh, there are teenagers. There's a healthy beverage. So like I said, I just am thankful. I want to see if one of my kids can close us out in prayer. My prayer warriors. Ms. Laura, thank you so much for all of your generous gifts. My coach, my life coach, and my business coach, thank you for empowering me to do this event. This is my daughter. And I'm blessed to have Fifi in my life because Brian. And then she is having a baby. And the baby's name is Rose. And my mother's name was Rose. My mother died about 6 years ago. And she helped me build Cold Stevens. So the fact that she's going to name her daughter Rose and she's going to pray us out, I am blessed.
All right. Everyone bow your heads. Thank you
God, for everyone today, from the spokesperson to everyone up front, to Ms. Diane, for all the staff. We feel your presence, Lord, and we pray that everyone that's here gets blessed and touched in their health, in every aspect of their life, for taking the time to come here today. And I definitely feel it. Trying not to be emotional. We love you, God. Thank you, God. We just want to say thank you for giving us the energy to be here, to heal our bodies, ourselves internally, so we can create more generations. And Lord, thank you for giving us strength to be here. We appreciate you. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.
So we may now start to mingle a little bit. Please enjoy some of the refreshments. Make your way up to the pods where our panelists will be for some individual conversations. Thank you. DJ Mike's take over.
I like your sweater. How's everything going with you?